The Elders have spent a decade teaching leaders of mainstream service providers about Aboriginal ways of working as part of the Looking Forward program of research. In the early stages, the research team uses the Debakarn Koorliny Wangkiny Framework to facilitate the engagement until meaningful relationships are formed. From there, the Elders and service leaders find their way together.
The very first meeting with Louise and WACOSS, Annie Charmaine and I were introduced to Louise, and we actually didn't know what was to be expected of us, what sort of a relationship we would have, or basically what we were going to do. And I think from a Louise's perspective, it was probably the same thoughts.
I didn't know Louise before, and that was, what we're saying, 4.5 years ago, but I think I know her pretty well now.
What I liked about WACOSS, and especially Louise being the CEO of WACOSS, is that she was open. She was open to meet with us. She was open to taking us aboard. That made me feel comfortable because it was a journey, and we didn't know what to expect. And all I can say is that it's been a beautiful journey so far.
I think now that we've been with them for a while, I think we have trust in them.
As most relationships and most friendships, it started off, that we're a bit tentative as sort of how we walk together, but now I have no hesitancy of picking up the phone, calling them.
Louise will call us and run things by us before she does anything public or write anything or do anything, and I think that's really, really good rapport with cultural obligations and respect, and mutual respect also, And if it comes from the top and it permeates through the organisation, you're on a good thing.
And there was a really good piece of advice I was given right at the beginning of this project. These are two leaders in the community. Please don't delegate this. You've got to, it needs to be the CEO of WACOSS. You need to show the respect that the community elders deserve, and you need to put in the time and energy. And I'm so glad I was given that advice, because I think I've gained so much through this experience.
Respect to me is part of the integrity and the open transparency, and not having the usual white dominating perspective. Let's be honest, it was a neutral, even playing field. And that showed respect, and also showed respect on the knowledge that we brought to the organisation, which might not have been there before.
You have every right to shut your doors and say, nah, why is my job to educate you Wadjulas, and so much trust has been given through time, but you're still willing and open to give that trust and to speak so openly with staff and myself.
All of the staff at WACOSS embraced us with respect and wanted to learn from us. And that made a big difference, because they actually was interested, keen to learn, and they in return took it on and started changing attitudes within the wider community.
And everybody there calls us Auntie. So, and that's a big plus. All people should have elders in their businesses, so that they have the understanding too, When the organisations have Aboriginal people come into their organisations, that this is something that they need to do is have the storytelling from both sides, because then you understand where Aboriginal people are coming from. Like we've done with WACOSS, we've done the storytelling too, We sat down and spoke to them about our journey, our life, and I think that helped us a lot, and helped them too to understand us, and I think that's why we have a good relationship with them, and that's with everybody.
From the beginning to now, it's been learning all the way, having a say all the way, listened to all the way, and it's made that really easy for me. Realistically and here in the real world, we're not there to make changes in your service provision, but we're there to maybe have a voice for the Aboriginal cause, the Aboriginal issues, the Aboriginal culture, but the best part about that is from leadership all the way down, we have been accepted and embraced as part of WACOSS service.
I'm not saying WACOSS is a culturally secure organisation. I still think we've got a long way to go, but this is part of the journey. It's just not about cultural knowledge, it's about really becoming a culturally secure organisation.
If you can work together, compromise some things and listen to your community, it would be a lot easier, because the programs that are built from the community to the boardroom outweigh the programs that come from the boardroom to the community. I think I learnt that there are other people with the same passion for you, other people who care and share knowledge, and other people who are willing to roll up your sleeves and bat for the community.